guys, it's Mal at Ride-Tek here. Okay, our last little exercise, we looked at normal stopping. Now we're going to have a look at a quick stop. So this is simulating that we're riding along, some sort of problem's occurred, we've got a little bit of a situation where we need to stop quickly. Now if you remember our last session, we talked about set up, squeeze the brakes on, and we had about 70% of our braking effort on the front brake and about 30% on the rear. Well, pretty much the only thing that changes when it's an emergency stop is we need to apply even more pressure to the front brake and possibly a little bit less to the rear, because what we're trying to do now is maximise the weight transfer to the front wheel to get all the weight pushing down on that front tyre, loading it up, flattening out the tyre, giving us maximum contact patch, and that's where our stopping power is. So now we're looking at set up and squeeze, and keep squeezing that front brake on, and we need about 90% of our braking effort now coming from that front brake, okay, not too much from the rear. So we'll have a look at this, give you a little bit of an idea of how this works. Whenever you're practicing new skills, don't start out trying to ride too fast. If you want to practice this, I'd suggest that you find somewhere safe, a parking lot, or maybe, some area where you've got no traffic to worry about too much and it's a good surface. And just start out at about 20, 25 k's an hour. Get some good confidence in squeezing the brake on and squeezing it firmly. Feel the weight transfer happening and the bike stopping nice and effectively. And then as you get better at that and you get more confidence with it, just gradually build your speed up. If you go up to 30 k's, 35, get some confidence at that speed, then up to 45, get some confidence there. And you'll find that as you do this, as you build your confidence, you'll find that your technique basically improves at the same time. Skills and confidence generally go hand in hand. Okay. All right, so we're going to start out at relatively low speed. So we'll go around, we'll have a bit of a look at this. So we're ready to go, so we're nice and relaxed, we're looking up, we check mirrors, we head check, and we're ready to go. Through our curve, start wide, intend to finish tight. Same with this little curve. Start wide, intend to finish tight. Now we're coming down here at about 20, 25 k's an hour. There's the emergency, and we stop. Okay, so all I've done there's a lot of weight transfer going to the front of the bike, and I've got the bike stopped nice and quickly. Okay. All right, so we'll have another look at that. So we're ready to go again. So mirror checks, head checks, looking up, and away we go. Start wide, finish tight. Start wide, finish tight. Down our stopping lane again, about 20, 25 k's an hour, looking up, set up, squeeze. I don't know if you can see, but there's a lot of weight transfer there, transferring to the front of the bike as I squeeze that front brake on. I'll do another one now, and I'll try and make it so that you can actually see what's happening with the brakes, and you can hopefully maybe see the front of the bike just loading up the weight, and the front of the bike loading up that front suspension and getting all the weight transfer to the front wheel. Okay, we're ready to go. So mirrors, head checks. And away we go. Okay, now I'll try and make sure you can actually see the brake lever this time so you can see hopefully the weight transfer, and you can see me squeezing the brake on. Okay, now when you're practicing this, which is vital that you do practice this, if you find that as you squeeze your front brake on, you also hear this happening. Okay, a lot of people tend to roll the throttle on as they try and squeeze the front brake on, and you get that sort of thing, which can be quite scary if you're genuinely trying to stop quickly. What causes that is pretty much the hand and the arm position. If you have a look at this situation, I've got the wrist arched now, I've got the knuckles pointing straight forward. If I try and reach it for that lever and pull it on, I'm automatically going to pull back on the throttle. If the hands and the arms are nice and relaxed, I've got the knuckles high, I've got the wrist fairly low, okay, as I reach for that brake lever, I'm now automatically rolling the throttle forward. I can gather the lever in, squeeze it on firmly, and there's no throttle movement. So if you find that you are rolling your throttle on as you squeeze your brake on, just relax the grip on the handlebars a little bit, try and adjust your hand position, and keep the arms relaxed. And that's the secret to not rolling the throttle on as you squeeze the brakes. This is an exercise that needs lots and lots and lots of practice. You cannot over-practice emergency braking. And the time to practice it is not when we actually need it. So please, guys, take some time out. It's great to go riding with your friends on a weekend and that sort of thing, and I would encourage you to do that. But also, take some time out occasionally. Get to an area where it's safe, maybe an industrial estate or a parking lot somewhere. No traffic around, hopefully nice quiet time of day, maybe a Sunday morning when everybody's having a sleep in. And just get some time practicing this technique. Set up and squeeze, just getting used to squeezing that front brake on, most of the pressure on the front brake, so that you're loading up the weight onto the front wheel. And as you develop that skill, it's going to keep you so much safer out there in the real world. Okay, if you need any help with any of your techniques, don't hesitate, give us a call at Ride-Tek. We're always happy to try and offer some advice, and we're happy to try and help you with your riding. Okay, so good luck with your riding, guys. Ride safely. Bye.